Mohammed.
Yes, 2 seconds, sir. Refresh them. Refresh them. We're live now, sir.
A very warm-hearted welcome to the inaugural ceremony of International Conference on Science and Contemporary Technologies, ICSCT 2021. Distinguished guests, keynote speakers, esteemed researchers, and dear audience, good noon to you all. International Conference on Science and Contemporary Technologies, ICSCT 2021, has been organized by Bangladesh University of Business and Technology, BUBT. Let us at first be introduced with the great minds whose relentless efforts and kind presence have made today's occasion a grand success. Now we will watch a video presentation on the introduction of the conference patrons, general chair, keynote speakers, and distinguished guests. Ladies and gentlemen, very good morning. Bangladesh University of Business and Technology, BUBT, feels honored to welcome all the participants, guests, and contributors to the International Conference on Science and Contemporary Technologies, ICSCT 2021, which is launching today in virtual mode. Bangladesh University of Business and Technology, BUBT, was established in 2003. BUBT is one of Bangladesh's leading private universities situated in the center of the capital city, Dhaka, with its spacious and congenial campus. Currently, BUBT has established itself as one of the top-ranking private universities in the country due to its long vision, physical infrastructure, teaching-learning facilities, and research activities.
Now, we take the privilege to introduce guests, patrons, and speakers of the ICSCT 2021. Honorable Minister of Education, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, Her Excellency, Dr. Deepu Moni will grace the inauguration ceremony as the chief guest. Dr. Deepu Moni is a Bangladeshi politician and has been the Minister of Education of Bangladesh since January 2019 and a Member of Parliament of Bangladesh. She was the first female foreign minister of Bangladesh from 2009 to 2013. Dr. Deepu Moni studied MBBS at Dhaka Medical College and Hospital and LLB at Bangladesh National University. She later earned a Master of Public Health at Johns Hopkins University School of Public Health and earned a Master of Laws at the University of London. She had also completed a course on negotiations and conflict resolutions from Harvard University.
Honorable Chairman of BUBT Trust, Professor Dr. Shafiq Ahmed Siddiq, has been nominated as the Chief Patron of the conference. Patrons of the conference include AFM Sarwar Kamal, Honorable Member of BUBT Trust, Professor Dr. Muhammad Fayaz Khan, Honorable Vice Chancellor of BUBT, and Professor Muhammad Abu Saleh, Honorable Advisor of BUBT.
Now, let us introduce the keynote speakers of various sessions and invited speaker of ICSCT 2021. We have welcomed internationally reputed 7 keynote speakers and an invited speaker across the world for this conference to share diverse knowledge and ideas of science and technology. Dr. Pumpat Shangudumlart, Associate Professor of Bangkok University, will be presenting as a keynote speaker on the first day on multi-carrier modulation techniques for visible light communications. Dr. Pumpat Shangudumlart obtained his PhD in Electrical Engineering and Computer Science from Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, USA. Currently, Dr. Pumpat Shangudumlart is serving as a research scholar and associate professor in telecommunication engineering at Bangkok University Center of Research on Optoelectronics, Communications, and Control Systems.
On the first day, we have another keynote speaker, Dr. Biplab Shikdar, Associate Professor of ECE, Vice Dean of Graduate Programs of National University of Singapore, NUS. Dr. Biplab Shikdar received his PhD in Electrical Engineering from Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, Troy, New York, USA. His research interests include wireless MAC protocols, transport protocols, network security, and queuing theory. Dr. Biplab Shikdar will be presenting on security and privacy for the Internet of Things.
Professor Dr. Saifur Rahman, Joseph Loring Professor, Department of ACE, Virginia Tech, USA, will be presenting on the first day as a keynote speaker. His presentation topic is Role of the Smart Grid in Facilitating the Integration of Renewables. Professor Dr. Saifur Rahman received his PhD in Electrical Engineering from Virginia Tech, USA. Research interests of Professor Dr. Saifur Rahman includes alternate energy, smart grid, critical infrastructure assessment and modeling, uncertainty evaluation, and environmental impacts.
Dr. Khandokar Karim, CPA, Accounting Department Chair, Professor of Accounting, University of Massachusetts Law, USA, also will be presenting on the first day as a keynote speaker. His presentation topic is Theory and Practice, a Focus on Data Analytics. Dr. Karim received his MS from Eastern Michigan University and DBA from Mississippi State University. Research interests of Dr. Khandokar Karim includes financial accounting, managerial accounting, behavioral accounting, market-based accounting, corporate governance, and accounting education.
Dr. Celia Shahnaz, Professor of Bangladesh University of Engineering and Technology, will be presenting as a keynote speaker of the second day on 2D biosignal processing for automation in disease detection based on deep neural networks. Dr. Celia Shahnaz obtained her PhD in Electrical and Computer Engineering from Concordia University, Canada in 2009. Her research interests include signal processing, control system, robotics, machine learning, and deep learning.
Dr. Naushad Amin, Professor of Renewable Energy and Solar Photovoltaics, Institute of Sustainable Energy, ISE, University Tenaga Nasional, Malaysia, will be presenting as an invited speaker on the second day. His presentation topic is Potential Research Fronts in Solar Photovoltaic Technology. Dr. Naushad Amin received his PhD in Electric and Electronic Engineering from Tokyo Institute of Technology, Japan. Dr. Naushad Amin's research interest includes micro and nanoelectronics, semiconductor physics and devices, PV solar cell and application.
Dr. Ahmed Yusuf Saber will be facilitating a workshop in the second day on power system optimization in ETAP. Dr. Ahmed earned his PhD from University of the Rikyu Daigaku in Japan on computer science and engineering and currently engaged with California-based ETAP software manufacturing company, Operation Technology Incorporated. Dr. Ahmed currently holds the position of VP Optimization and AI and Manager of Smart Power System Optimization Group.
Professor Dr. Engineer Ayub Nabi Khan currently holds the position of Pro Vice Chancellor of BGMEA University of Fashion and Technology. Dr. Khan obtained his PhD degree in Textile Technology from the University of Manchester Institute of Science and Technology, UK. He is the first Bangladeshi who won the International Holden Medal Award for Education by the Textile Institute, Manchester, UK. Dr. Engineer Ayub Nabi Khan will be presenting on the last day as a keynote speaker on impact of information and communication technology ICT in textile value chain.
Dr. Bikash Pal, Professor of the Department of Tripoli, Imperial College London, UK, also will be presenting on the last day of the conference as a keynote speaker on robust volt-var control in power distribution. Dr. Bikash Pal is an active researcher in power system stability, control, and computation. Dr. Bikash Pal is a member of various IEEE subsections and actively engaged with IEEE activities.
Thank you all for your kind support to make it happen. At the very onset of the program, recitation from the Holy Quran, I would like to request Muhammad Ashikur Rahman of 43rd intake of English Department to recite from the Holy Quran.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن في خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب الذين يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض ربنا ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك فقنا عذاب النار صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Verily, in the creation of the heavens and the earth, and in the alternation of the night and the day, there are indeed signs for those of understanding. Those who remember Allah standing, sitting, and lying down on their sides and think deeply about the creation of the heavens and the earth, saying, Our Lord, you have not created all this without purpose. Glory to you. Protect us from the punishment of the fire.
Thank you, Ashikur Rahman. Patrons, distinguished guests, keynote speakers, esteemed researchers, and dear audience. Now the national anthem of Bangladesh. I humbly request you to stand to show respect for the national anthem.
আমার সোনার বাংলা আমি তোমায় ভালোবাসি চিরদিন তোমার আকাশ চিরদিন তোমার আকাশ তোমার বাতাস আমার প্রাণে তোমার আমার প্রাণে বাজায় বাঁশি সোনার
take your seat. Thank you all.
Dear all, we'll now hear the welcome speech by the General Chair, ICSCT 2021, and Honorable Vice Chancellor of BUBT, Professor Dr. Muhammad Fayaz Khan. I humbly request Professor Dr. Muhammad Fayaz Khan to deliver his welcome address. Please, sir.
Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Dipumoni MP, Minister for Education, Chief Patron of the conference and respected Chairman of Board of Trustees of BUBT, Dr. Shafiq Ahmad Siddiq, respected other members of BUBT Trust, Excellency Mr. Ito, Ambassador of Japan, respected Vice Chancellors and Pro-Vice Chancellors of different universities, Professor Dr. Moshiul Haq, Chair, IEEE Bangladesh Section, respected Pro-Vice Chancellor, Deans, Chairman, faculty members, and officers of BUBT, distinguished guests, keynote speakers, authors, researchers, faculty members of other public and private universities, students of BUBT, good afternoon to you all. It's my privilege and honor to welcome you to our second international conference on science and contemporary technologies. As you know that all the countries of the world, including Bangladesh, is passing through a crucial time due to COVID-19 pandemic situation. Under strict lockdown existing in Bangladesh now, it is really a challenging task to arrange such a big conference through digital platform. Thanks to everyone for rendering unequivocal support and help to accomplish such an extensive task. We have organized the program into a number of technical sessions, keynote presentations, and presentation by an invited speaker. The technical session covers a wide range of topics in the field of computer science and engineering, electrical and electronic engineering, Industry 4 applications, business informatics, robotics, and cyber systems. Other than the 8 keynote sessions, there will be 25 technical sessions. With the high quality papers received for the conference, I hope that the outcome of the conference will play an important role to fix a new roadmap towards technical development in the 4 different tracks of the conference topic. In response to our initial call for papers, we have received 363 papers from 20 different countries of the world. All the papers were peer-reviewed and only 124 papers were selected for presentation and subsequent uploading in the IEEE Digital Library. It is worth mentioning here that 225 external reviewers with PhD degree were involved in the paper reviewing process. We take the opportunity to thank our distinguished speakers to share with us their views, their experience and expertise in their respective emerging fields. We also thank the authors to present their latest research outcomes and all the guests and participants to attend the conference through virtual mode. I hope you will enjoy the keynote and technical sessions of the conference. Our heartfelt thanks to Dr. Dipumoni, Honorable Minister of Education, for joining the inaugural program as the chief guest, and Honorable State Minister of Information and Communication Technology, Mr. Junaid Ahmad Palak, for his kind consent to join our closing session to be held on 7th of August. ICT division has supported us generously to arrange the conference. We are extremely grateful to Mr. Palak and other officers of ICT division for their kind support and help. We also thank IEEE Bangladesh section for joining with us as technical sponsors. Our sincere thanks to Dr. Ahmad Sabir, the technical chair of the conference and Vice President Optimization, ETAP USA, for constant help and guidance in arranging the conference. My sincere thanks to the dynamic, energetic, and efficient members of IEEE student branch of BUBT for their untiring efforts to make the event successful. All our faculty members from Faculty of Science and Engineering and technical support personnel worked at a stretch to organize the conference. Hats off to them. Last but not the least, my sincere thanks to the faculty members of English Department, Director of IQSC of BUBT, Professor Shantinarayan Ghosh, all the deans and chairmen of BUBT for their valuable suggestions and support. The kind support that we have received from every corner will always reverberate in our hearts. We are trying hard to transform BUBT into a research-based institution. Through quality research and imparting quality education, we hope to make significant contributions towards building a prosperous Bangladesh with a view to implement the dream of the father of the nation to transform Bangladesh into Golden Bengal. Also through advanced research and innovative work, BUBT also wants to play an active role for converting our beloved country into digital Bangladesh, as visualized by our Honorable Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina. Ladies and gentlemen, August is the month of sorrow and sadness for all of us. On 15th August 1975, our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and most of his family members were assassinated by a group of disgruntled army officers. We pray to Almighty Allah to reward them Jannatul Firdaus, the most rewarding place in the heaven. I once again thank the Honorable Education Minister for joining our program, and thanks everybody for patient hearing. Best wishes to you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your welcome address. Dear attendees, we'll now listen to the address by Professor Dr. Muhammad Moshiul Haq, respected chair of IEEE Bangladesh section. I'd like to request Professor Dr. Muhammad Moshiul Haq to deliver his valuable speech. Please, sir.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Dipu Moni, MP and Honorable Minister, Minister of Education, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, Chief Patron, ICSCT 2021, Professor Dr. Shafiq Ahmad Siddiq, Honorable Patron, Mr. AFM Sarwar Kamal, ICSCT 2021, and Convener, International Academic Advisory Committee, Bangladesh University of Business and Technology. General Chair of ICSCT 2021 and Honorable Vice Chancellor of Bangladesh University of Business and Technology, Professor Dr. Muhammad Faiz Khan, respected Organizing Chair, TPC Chair, distinguished speaker, respected guest, media delegates, contributing author and participant, Assalamu alaikum. So, hope all of you are doing well and staying safe in this most critical crisis of human civilization of COVID-19. On behalf of IEEE Bangladesh section, it is indeed an immense pleasure for me to extend you all a very well welcome to the opening session on International Conference on Science and Contemporary Technologies, ICSCT 2021, organized by the Bangladesh University of Business and Technology. It is an immense pleasure for IEEE Bangladesh section for being the technical co-sponsor of ICSCT 2021 in BUBT, Dhaka, Bangladesh. We appreciate the organizer for choosing IEEE Bangladesh section as a technical co-sponsor of this international conference. ICSCT 2021 has a specific focus on recent trend and advancement of science, engineering, and contemporary technologies. With the advance of innovation, we are on the brink of period of irreversible changes in technologies, with new way in which engineering scientific expert is made available to society due to the fourth industrial revolution. Innovation is a must to survive for any nation in coming decade. The scarcity of job or new job creation is the key challenges in the next decade due to the several disruptive technologies with the advancement of AI, business intelligence, human-machine interaction, machine learning, big data, robotics, cyber-physical system, and IoT. Therefore, nourishing innovation is the only alternative to survive and tackle the upcoming challenge of fourth industrial revolution. This revolution will transform our life, world of business, and the global economy as we know them today. That's why huge step in scientific discovery and innovation in many fields must therefore be expected over the coming decade. Technology, the domain of engineer and scientist, is an essential component in making this innovation possible. Thus, it's a high time to reshape or transform our traditional educational system into Education 4.0 to cope with the upcoming industrial challenges. It is a high time to contribute in the society or nation by developing innovative culture in contemporary science and technologies. We should take innovation initiative to upskill our young fellows, graduate, researcher as the competent manpower to take the upcoming global challenges. With this regard, ICSCT 2021 is a timely initiative to develop such a platform that may helpful for our talented young generation to gather or share their knowledge with renowned scientists of science, engineering, and technologies. IEEE is the largest professional organization in the world and dedicated to advancing technological innovation and excellence for the benefit of humanity, society, and mankind. In recent years, IEEE Bangladesh section are working tremendously by organizing a series of national and international events for developing the young talented, such as Region 10 First Virtual Flagship Conference, IEEE 10SIP 2020, International COVID-19 Congress 2020, First Virtual Online Conference Organizer Panel in IEEE Region 10, BCUP 2020, IEEE R10 HTC 2017, IEEE Week on EC 2015 to 2020, IEEE R10 Mini POCO, and many more. So in recent year, IEEE Bangladesh section and its members have acquired several outstanding achievements under the dynamic leadership of past chair of IEEE Bangladesh section, including Professor Sheikh Anwarul Fattah and Professor Celia Shahnaz. Few remarkable achievements are 2018 IEEE MG Outstanding Large Section Award, which is the highest possible recognition for a section from IEEE. 2018 Outstanding Section Membership Retention Performance Recognition Award, 2018 to 19 Outstanding Section Membership Recruitment and Retention Performance Recognition Award, 2018 R10 Outstanding Volunteering Award, 2016 IEEE R10 STA Outstanding Award, and 2016 IEEE MJ Leadership Award, and 2018 IEEE R10 YP Affinity Group of the Year, and many more. IEEE Bangladesh section was established in 1993 with 56 members, and its membership reached the landmark of 1,000 after 20 years in 2040. Due to the rapid growth of quality event activities in recent years, the membership is now more than 4,000. Currently, Bangladesh section has 13 society chapters, 2 affinity group, more than 50 student branches, which make the IEEE Bangladesh section as the 5th rank among 342 sections over 160 countries for growing number of student members. So I request, let's work together to continue the momentum of Bangladesh section and to retain its glory by engaging more scientific and technological activities to bring more prestige and visibility to the rest of the world. Before conclude, I express my sincere gratitude to all the guests, authors, speakers, committee members, reviewers, track chair, session chair, supporters, and volunteers whose incredible effort are the key factor for actualizing this ICSCT 2021. We hope that all participants will find the conference enjoyable, informative, and thought-provoking. We believe in IEEE volunteering. We will work together, create together, and change the society together for the betterment of humanity and our beloved Bangladesh. Finally, I'd like to invite you all to join and contribute the upcoming Bangladesh section 10 IEEE co-located conference. Enjoy your virtual stay at ICSCT 2021. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Stay safe and blessed. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your speech. Distinguished guests, keynote speakers, esteemed researchers, and dear audience. Now, the speech of the Chief Patron of the conference. Though the Chief Patron of the conference is present with us, his speech will be read out by Professor Muhammad Abu Saleh, Honorable Advisor of BUBT, due to the sickness of the Chief Patron of the conference. I'd like to request Professor Muhammad Abu Saleh, Honorable Advisor of BUBT, to read aloud the speech of the Chief Patron of the conference and respected Chairman, Board of Trustees of BUBT, Professor Dr. Shafiq Ahmed Siddiq. Please, sir.
Rahman Rahim. Respected Chief Guest of the inaugural program, Dr. Dipomani MP, Honorable Minister of Education, People's Republic of Bangladesh. Honorable members of the BUBT Trust, Professor Dr. Muhammad Faiz Khan, Honorable Vice Chancellor of BUBT and General Chair of ICSCT 2021. Other committee members of ICSCT 2021. Honorable Chair of IEEE Bangladesh Section, distinguished guests and participants, my dear faculty members and students, good afternoon, everybody. Today, I'm honored to welcome you all to the International Conference on Science and Contemporary Technology, ICSCT 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to pay homage to Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, a great leader and founder of Bangladesh. Just 50 years back, in 1971, Bangladesh emerged as a sovereign country through a massive bloodshed and utmost sacrifice and devotion of the countrymen, inspired by our great leader and father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. This year, Bangladesh government is celebrating Golden Jubilee of Independence and birth centenary of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Fortunately, our program has coincided with these two major events of Bangladesh. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor for Bangladesh University of Business and Technology, which is popularly known as BUBT, to organize the International Conference on Science and Contemporary Technologies, ICSCT 2021, under the theme of Sustainable Development for Optimum Growth on a virtual platform. This is the second international conference organized by BUBT. The first international conference was held from 8 to 9 October of 2018. I repeat, the first international conference was held from 8 to 9 October of 2018, and a large number of academicians and researchers from home and abroad attended the conference at BUBT campus. This is indeed a memorable step to organize this conference during the current outbreak of COVID-19. It is my immense pleasure to learn that the different departments under Science and Engineering faculty of BUBT are arranging this conference collaboratively with Faculty of Arts and Humanities and Faculty of Business and Social Sciences. The whole program is being coordinated by Internal Quality Assurance Cell, IQAC of BUBT. Ladies and gentlemen, the core objective of ICSCT 2021 is to produce a common platform of the researchers, industry professionals, and practitioners to exchange their ideas, views, and share their scientific achievements among global communities. Indeed, the ongoing pandemic has taught us a lesson that there is no alternative to research for achieving sustainable development. Ladies and gentlemen, from the very inception, BUBT demarcated its mission and vision to be developed as one of the leading institutions for research and scientific and technological innovation in the Southeast Asian region. I trust that the Faculty of Engineering and Applied Sciences of BUBT, with its 4 major departments, will act as a torchbearer to make sustainable development in the arena of artificial intelligence, software engineering, networking, and security systems, track 1, energy, robotics, electronics, sensors, and communications, track 2, industry 4 applications, track 3, and business informatics, track 4. Ladies and gentlemen, a number of foreign professors, academics, and industrial professionals will be attending the 3-day-long international conference to make presentations of their peer-reviewed research articles. Many reputed personalities and distinguished professors from home and abroad will be presiding over the technical and keynote sessions, and a good number of foreign and native delegates are expected to join the conference. BUBT warmly welcomes all of them and looks forward to their virtual presence for a memorable event. Ladies and gentlemen, the members of the different committees of ICSCT 2021 worked very hard to make this conference a success. I congratulate them and thank all the participants for joining with us in this auspicious mega event. Our conference organizers are planning to hold similar events on a regular basis in the coming years, and your presence will add extra values to this event as well as our future events. I wish the organizers a great success. Thank you all and have a great day. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable speech. Distinguished guests, distinct researchers, and respected participants. Now, the address by the chief guest of the inaugural ceremony of the conference. I'd like to put humble request to the chief guest of the conference, Dr. Dipumoni MP, Honorable Minister, Ministry of Education, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, to deliver the speech of the chief guest.
Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon. The chief patron of the conference and respected chairman of BUBT Board of Trustees, Professor Dr. Shafiq Ahmed Siddiq, the patron of the conference and convener, International Advisor Committee, BUBT, Mr. AFM Sarwar Kamal, Professor Dr. Muhammad Mashul Haq, respected chair of IEEE Bangladesh section, the General Chair of the conference and Vice Chancellor of BUBT, Professor Dr. Muhammad Fayaz Khan, His Excellency, the Japanese Ambassador to Bangladesh, distinguished guests, distinct researchers, and respected participants. Assalamu alaikum. At the outset, let me pay my deepest homage to our father of the nation, greatest Bengali of all times, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and the 3 million martyrs of our War of Independence, and also to the hundreds of thousands of women who were raped by the occupation Pakistani forces in 1971. Let me also pay my respects to the martyrs of 15th of August, 1975, the members of Bangabandhu's family, including his wife, 3 sons, 2 daughters-in-law, his own brother, and many other family members. The 4 national leaders, Sayyid Nazrul Islam, Tajuddin Ahmed, M. Mansur Ali, and A.H.M. Kamruzaman, and all the martyrs who sacrificed their lives in this struggle for our rights since our movement for establishing Bangla as our state language till today, in all the movements for establishment of the rights of the Bengalis. This year we are celebrating 100 years of birth of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, our father of the nation, and also the 50 years of our independence. This is the month of August, the month of mourning for us. 15th of August, 1975 marks the most tragic event of our history, when our father of the nation, along with his 18 members of his family, they were brutally assassinated. But today also, though in the month of August, but it's a happy occasion, because today is the birthday of Sheikh Kamal, son of Bangabandhu, who was an iconic figure in our sports, in our culture, and in our student politics. So I pay my deep respects to him as well. I'm delighted to be here today on this very important occasion, where a huge number of distinguished researchers from around the world, including the USA, the UK, Germany, Japan, and many more countries have gathered. And yet a bigger number of researchers engaged in research in science and contemporary technologies who are engaged also in this process as reviewers, keynote speakers, invited guest speakers, and who have the expertise on the subject matters that will be covered in this conference. I believe that such gatherings give us the opportunity give the researchers and the teachers the opportunity to exchange their views, their knowledge, their experiences, and it enriches everyone. I'm very happy that BUBT, which is one of the leading private universities in the country, they have organized such a huge conference, and I thank all the organizers, the BUBT administration, the faculty, and the authority for organizing this conference. And I also want to express my gratitude to the Honorable Prime Minister and her ICT advisor, Mr. Shajib Wajid Joy. Because of them, because of the realization of Digital Bangladesh, we are able to hold such a conference during this pandemic using the online platform. And this has been possible because of their contribution, and not just this conference. In fact, during this pandemic, the whole country is running smoothly. Even our educational institutions, though the face-to-face teaching is not now possible, but through the online platforms, using the online platforms, we are able to continue our education at all levels. Under the leadership of Sheikh Hasina, we have made tremendous progress in every sector. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
Honorable Minister, we can hear.
We have, under her leadership, we have relentlessly been trying to modernize our teaching learning processes. And we are establishing laboratories, providing modern equipments for enhancement of quality education, and using technologies even in the remote areas of the country. We are updating our curricula at all levels of education to make our learners capable of surviving in the competitive job markets, both at the national and at the international level. Our Prime Minister has clearly said that this education sector is a priority sector for her government, and accordingly, the budgetary allocations are also being made. And we remember the contribution of our father of the nation in developing our education, because he, during the Pakistani era, he understood the discriminations, and especially in the education sector. And we recall his speech before the 1970 elections, where he talked about, amongst other issues, education elaborately. And he talked about adequate funding of the education sector. And just after our independence, in order to develop the country, he talked about investing in education, modernizing education, and he talked about emphasizing on science and technology, and also on vocational training. And he had appointed a famous scientist, Professor Kudruti Khuda, as the head of the first Education Commission of Bangladesh, independent Bangladesh. And the Kudruti Khuda Commission recommended all the things that we now talk about. And unfortunately, because of 1975 assassinations, Kudruti Khuda Education Commission was not implemented. The reports and recommendations were not implemented. And because of the military and quasi-military rules over the past few decades, we didn't get to achieve what Bangabandhu wanted to achieve in Bangladesh, especially in the education sector. But since Sheikh Hasina has become the Prime Minister, we have again started our journey in that direction. And we now have a new education policy in place. We now have all these private universities in the higher education sector to contribute side by side the public universities. And they are contributing. And we are emphasizing again on science and technology. we're emphasizing on vocational, technical and vocational education and training, and modernization of madrasa education. And therefore, we're seeing the changes that are happening, that are taking place. We are now faced with many kinds of challenges, and we have national goals. We have the 2041, our vision for 2041. We have 2100, our Delta plan. There is the commitment, the international commitment of 2030 for achieving SDGs. And education is very important, though it is one of the 17 goals. But if you look at all the goals carefully, SDG 4 actually becomes a central goal, which sort of becomes an enabler for all the other 16 goals. So it is very important, and we're committed to achieve that. And we have the demographic dividend that we must achieve. And for that, we have a very narrow window of opportunity for about 10 years. And there is this fourth industrial revolution with all its opportunities and challenges. So in order to realize all our goals, national and international, in order to face all the challenges of globalization, of the new technologies, of fourth industrial revolution, and to achieve the demographic dividends within this very short span, education will play the pivotal role. And it is the central, the most important ingredient. And that is why we are very much focused on developing technologies, and we have to be on board with the researchers, with everyone working on these new emerging technologies. And that is what we are trying to do. And I am very grateful to all the organizers of this conference, and to the university, BUBT, for taking this initiative. I believe that this initiative will go a long way, and all the researchers, all the professors, all the great minds who are involved in this process, I'm sure that they will continue to work on it. And this is something where you cannot work alone. So we are building bridges with our friends, not just within the country, but also internationally. And our universities must collaborate and cooperate with each other. And they must collaborate with universities elsewhere. And I believe that this is one such initiative which will help us in that direction a great deal. So I congratulate all of you. I wish this conference a grand success. And with these words, I inaugurate this international conference. Thank you. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangabandhu. May Bangladesh live forever.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your enlightening speech.
We are almost at the end of the inaugural ceremony. We'll hear the vote of thanks from the patron of the conference and convener, International Academic Advisory Committee, BUBT. I humbly request Mr. AFM Sarwar Kamal, patron ICSCT 2021, and convener International Academic Advisory Committee, BUBT, to deliver his concluding speech.
Good afternoon. Respected Chief Guest, Dr. Dipumoni, Minister for Education, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, Dr. Shafiq Ahmed Siddiq, Honorable Chairman of BUBT Trust, Distinguished Chair, IEEE, Bangladesh Section, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Fayaz Khan, distinguished members of BUBT Trust, invited distinguished guests, faculty members of BUBT, and my dear students. The Chief Guest has just declared the International Conference on Science and Contemporary Technology ICSCT 2021 open. It has been a great enthusiasm and inspiration for BUBT to move forward with this big international event in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic. I would like to express my gratitude and thank the Honorable Minister Dr. Dipumoni for giving me an opportunity to speak on this auspicious occasion, and I consider it an honor for me. On behalf of the entire university, I would like to thank the Honorable Chief Guest because the international seminar program of BUBT can't be complete without the presence of the Honorable Education Minister and the Excellencies' thoughtful and inspirational words that created a positive impression among the viewers. This year's international conference organized by BUBT is completely conducted on a digital platform on the basis of social distancing norms due to COVID-19 pandemic. The crux of the conference will be the use of digital technologies such as artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and virtual reality that is being increasingly adopted after the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. I hope the three-day seminar, with its preparation with a host of intellectuals from both inside the country and abroad, will bring in a fruitful impact on BUBT's educational standard. I once again express my gratitude to the respected Chief Guest for taking the trouble of gracing the inaugural program of ICSCT 2021 with the Excellency's kind presence to inaugurate the event and encouraging us to move forward with the challenging program in the midst of global catastrophe created by corona pandemic. In this context, I like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the guests of honor present today. I would also like to thank the conference organizers, contributors, reviewers, teachers, and the staff members. At the end, I pray to the Almighty Allah to allow us to return to the normal life soon. Thank you all.
Thank you, and thank you all for your kind patience. We will have now different sessions according to the schedules sent to you. I humbly request you all to attend those sessions. Thank you.